Hi guys, welcome back. It's MicheleMarieDalene, and today we're going to talk a little bit about World of Warcraft from the beginner's point of view. Now, the character I am playing, and this is a RP role-playing character and a role-playing server, but that's not what we're going to talk about. What I want to talk about is generally very much the same regardless if you're in a role-playing server or not. For the sake of this argument, I made it simple. I turned off a lot of the special plugins I have just so that we can look at the screen from the normal player's mode instead of dealing with the special features of this program. So right now we're using a pretty close stock. We do have a few extra things in here, but so let's take a look at the screen set up here. If I was to turn off all these functions, this is the built-in features. You can turn track, travel, pets, quests, targets. Let's just turn all these off so you can see how this thing changes. Okay, now I turned off everything, and which means, of course, that is absolutely useless for you. You can't see nothing. So we might want to leave some of this stuff on here, like war boards. I don't know about that. Flight master is good to know. Trivial quests, points of interest, targeting, focus. Target, I don't know what that would be, but track, quest, POAs, and track digits. I don't know what that is. Okay, just leave these on. Alright, so this is the built-in shorthand cuts that is built into Battle for Azeroth. So, in this mode here, it's pretty generic. There's no fancy questy tools. There's nothing like that. But since I'm on a role-playing server, you may want to enable some role-playing add-ons. So I will just show what I have, and then we'll discuss them as we turn them on. So let's go to our add-on section here. Okay. Auctionator isn't something that you will be normally needing as a newbie, unless you want to do the auction house a lot, which you can certainly do. Autofollow is very helpful if you want to follow the name of a person. And it's almost like I call it like create a leash. I really have to call it auto leash. Characters, inventory, Bagman config, Bagman gold bag, Bagman will void storage, listener, total RP3. Now, because we're on a role-playing server, you're going to want to use Total Roleplay 3. I'm going to just show you briefly what these things look like as one at a time. So let's just enable those guys first, and I'm going to reload this, and then we'll show you what this does, and then we can explain. Because I'm on a role-playing server, one of the things you're going to notice is that you got two modes for your character: in character and out of character. Now the character's name here is Dalene. She's a newbie frost mage, and so as a character, you know, you're going to be wanting to write a profile. A profile is going to talk about who your character is, what she does, what is her thing. So you need to create that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit left click. I'm going to create. So when you do that, if I go, you first create your character information. Right now it's pretty basic here. We know it's a blood elf. We know she's a mage. About. This can get fancy. You can get really customized at describing characteristics. Miscellaneous. This is where you can put in things like their stats. Apparently I gotta put in more of her information. Notes. Profiles. Now my other characters are in here too. So Dalene is in this one here. This profile is currently loaded to these characters. Okay. And you can also edit this. So if you want to make some changes, I already have a profile, so I don't need to create one. But I guess you can. Companions, companions profile, character profile, name and title. Right now, this is basically the generics. You can add additional information. You can tell it set your eye color, your characters, personality, everything about this. So in that case, it really makes it easy to create profiles. So if you want to create a profile, if you don't have one already, please enter the name for the new profile. Okay, accept. Okay, now I have we can edit this. See if we can edit this down here. Alright, so I have a character profile. So I can edit this. Okay, so I can go in, I can hit edit. And when you do that, you can create additional information, personality traits, and things like that. Age, eye color, height, relationship status. So like I said before, please understand that in RP role-playing, it's just like playing, we used to call it when we were kids, let's pretend. So when you're dealing with let's pretend, in this game, it's just like it sounds like you're playing a role. Unfortunately, some people kind of get upset in out of character ways and piss off everybody else in the game. So you don't want to do that. Alright, so but it does happen sometimes when you want to say something out of character and you don't want to. You can change. You can go out of character. You can switch to another profile. Left click. So if I wanted to go out of profile, I can just click on this left click here, and it says now. In this case, if I was to say anything, I'm likely to be an asshole. Okay, not a good thing. So if you want to go back in character, so I just click back into character. So now, let me show you all the plugins in here, because they do have their values, especially for some things in the game. So if I go back to add-ons, I can turn them all on. Okay, and I can hit to reload the UI. It's not that long to do. And because this thing also has a few additional modes now, where you can add and edit and create products. So if you wanted to create something, player normal, okay, character in character, drop system, search for items and create or access your stashes. Alright, let's just take this out here. Okay. So I can create system, create stash where you stand. I don't know if I want to do that right now. I might extend objects, database, create your own items. So you can create a product. You have not created the objects yet. So let's see. Create an item, select a template for a new item. And you can do things like container item, create from, copy of an existing item, quick creation. Okay. So this is kind of like Second Life at this point. If you're one of those people who likes to create stuff, this is how you do it. Alright? But anyway, so like I said, when you're in RPG mode, please understand that you're going to be talking with these people in the game, and that this is a social environment. So let's talk about another thing you might want to deal with: communities. Because if you ever, especially in a game like the World of Warcraft, okay, you can go to right here, and you'll see I have a community called Quiet Duress, and this is where I am now. And I said, still learning, still getting my mage skills. And these are members of my group here in Quiet Duress, and there's no one, there's no one else on here. This server is like quiet. There's like no one here. Okay. So yeah, it's. But Agradon is also is a European server. This is the American version of it. So unfortunately, the American version has a medium population. I wanted to try to get onto the European one, but to do that is going to be a little harder than it's really made up to be. I'm not even going to go into detail, but let's just say you're going to want to use Tunnel Bear. Tunnel Bear will let you pretend to be anywhere else you want to be. Okay, then we got to deal with, get the belongings and stuff. Okay, so let's do something useful. Now I have all my plugins turned back on again. So why don't we just go ahead and start, let's talk about how quests are done. It's just the same in or out of here. You see the Celemar's belongings. You see this is the first one. You can see in the arrow here is telling you which way to go. Please note that on Classic this doesn't have this feature built in. You cannot just jump in. Also, you'll see that we have some other small things. I gotta admit, I wish that this thing was a little bit bigger wheel. Summoner tell. Oh, interesting. Alright, so let's get to work here. So, what I want to show you is may not always be true, because sometimes in the game, the layout is not always so simple. So, right now I'm in the newbie zone, so this is easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, and we got to get some things from this one of the quests, okay? I got to get the Scrying Orb, the Scroll of Scourge Magic, and Solstice's Journal, and it says it's going to be pulling an arrow. It's just like a GPS, and then you can go around. Oh yes, by the way, please understand in any game, even on PvE and not PvP, if you ever get into a situation... Okay, now I remember this thing here. This thing... It's telling me to look right around here. Alright, I see something. So I can see what it is. If I'm not sure, you can see I can pick it up over here, because you can see it's highlighted. And Classic just doesn't do this. So you're going to click this. This is the first thing you're going to need. Okay, so I just grabbed that. How did I do that? Well, when I got the gear, I walked up to it, and then the gear turned gold. When the gear turns gold, it means you can grab the item. So you'll see that use a lot. So let's go ahead, keep going. Oh yeah, by the way, don't, just like on a GPS in the map, just because you gotta see GPS says go straight at the thing or turn left about a certain mileage doesn't mean that you're naturally going to be able to turn right, go off a cliff. So you got to be careful, because this is another reason why the starting zones are kind of interesting. So we know that this professor has some stuff scattered all over the newbie zone. This is a starter zone for the Blood Elves. Alright, now, I actually played this game before, so I kind of know this. But we'll just pretend we didn't know. And let's say we didn't know about this platform, and we didn't realize the thing that was up there, and you're looking at this thing, and it's telling you to look around, so you may not notice this. But let's say what you can do is you can take your mouse, and you can just, or trackball, whichever the case is, and just slide over anything you think might be important. Oh, in this case, the only thing that seems to be interesting right now is this here. But the problem is, I have to get up there. Well, to get up there is easy, actually. I'll show you how. But remember, one thing in this game is true. Okay? Okay. Now, that says I gotta get one more thing, which is a scroll of Scourge Magic. This guy apparently is very absent-minded and tends to throw stuff all over the place, doesn't he? Yes, he does. So you're gonna go now. Again, this little point helps. Now we have 2 creatures I gotta kill. Now since I'm a mage, so after all, I'm playing the game, I might as well do some game work.
I don't have a target.
Now she's a frost mage, so
I need a target. I need to target something first.
now that costs me some health. And I'll be honest, if you get to this situation, you're going to need to eat some stuff. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your backpack, okay? And you usually will need to drink water for mage work, because you can see my mage energy is a very full refund. But bread and cheeses will rejuvenate you. So you can take this bread, sit down and eat, and then it'll help refresh you. That's important because, especially right now at this level, you don't have any healing spells. You can't go ahead and come back up and go, oh, okay, I can heal myself. Well, if you once you get to a certain level, you can do that. But at this point in the game, you can't do that. So let's get up. Lunch over. Alright, so now I didn't. Okay, so now we kill these guys. What if there was any sparklies? Well, if there is, you could tap on the corpuscles, and you're going to get, when they're flashing with little sparklies, and that tells you where the sparklies are going to go. But now the next thing, let's go to the next object. So the first thing we're going to see is the next object looks like it's going around the waterway. Just remember, you can go swimming. However, if you don't know if there's any nasty things in the monster. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to go ahead and kill this guy. So I tab, make sure tab key. Okay, and now I go ahead, I'm going to turn on my staff. Okay, the staff is a down. It's a toggle. You turn that on, and you can just go ahead. And yes, you can dance the keys with your fingers.
I don't have a target.
Okay, now I killed him. So now he's down. So what I do is see how my bag turns brown? Then close enough. I just click on it. I have auto loot turned on. If you didn't have auto loot turned on, you would have to manually pull up the stuff that you want to pull in. So now let's get back to our journey. We got another one. These guys like to fight me tight. Again, tug on your staff. You're going to want to use that. Right now, the only one that works is the frostbolt and hitting him. So
I need to target something.
So you just
first.
keep.
I need a target.
Okay, so now I go ahead. I collect my stuff from him, but now I accidentally, because I got too guns home crazy, I went after another one and I got him. Well, now I gotta tag him back.
I'm out of range.
I hate when they do that. 2, 3, 4, 5 guys at a time.
I need to target something first.
If you're doing that on purpose, just be careful.
I don't have a target.
Alright, that's good enough. Okay, so this game will actually pull up everything from one-time premiere corpuscles. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going forward now because I can see the arrows tell me that I'm in a blue circle. This means that within this area is something I want to look for. So I'm going to go to, I already see where it's going to be. So I'm going to go, and it's telling me that it's going to be right around the water here. Okay, I see it. Now you can see they made it stand out much easier, unlike the original one, which they didn't do that in the classic. So now I got the scroll. Now I'm all set to turn this in. So to do that, it's easy. Look at the arrow. It's saying it's still pointing to go straight. So I'm going to go straight, and I gotta keep going straight. Watch out for cliffs and rocks and monsters. In this case, he's not actually attacking me, which is good. And then I have to do another quest here, which is the Shrine of Darth. Okay, the Smite of. I don't even remember doing this. Oh, yeah. Actually, I do remember this one. Okay. Okay, so I gotta read this. You have discovered the location of the shrine. Upon further examination, you sense a strong pulse of strange power that has gripped the isle. You feel a bit uncomfortable standing in the shrine. The bronze placard on the side of the shrine reads, "Here stands the shrine of Dath Ramar, a fitting tribute to a noble elf. Let all who gaze on this monumental reminder of sacrifice for our people and his dedication to the cause of our continued survival. All who prosper in Kolthalas do so thanks to him." So I had to read that. Alright, so now I read that. Now I gotta go turn in the stuff. So let's talk about how you do that. You'll notice that the top one here, there's 2 question marks. When you see a question mark, it means that that quest is done. So I want to go back to the first one. So I want to go ahead and I'm going to tap it. And now it's telling me I have to flip around and come on down off the shrine. And keep going. Keep your eye out. Keep your eye on the prize. Or in this case, out for assholes that are all over the place. I have a very simple rule. If they're red, they're dead. Okay? Right now, I'm not seeing a lot of red, but that doesn't mean that there isn't people who want to basically take your name and chew you up. So you just keep going, following the arrows. And now, what if you're looking on the big map? Let's say, for example, like this, it's out of the circle and you want to see it on the big map. Well, there you go. Just type the M for map, and you'll see that the 2 questies are on the other side of these domes here. So these 2 are over here, and they're pretty close to each other. So that just means all I have to do is just keep going straight. Of course, you do have to worry about obstacles on the way. But basically, just keep going straight and keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, it's pretty simple. So, I love this place. It's actually one of my favorite places in the game. Is Sunstrider Isle and Silvermoon. I remember when I first started out in this as a Blood Elf. This was one of the most intense parts of my game. Sunstrider Isle is like beautiful to me. Oh yeah. Now you can see we have some things that stand out here with the golden question marks. You can see them now. There's one here and there's one there, and the one that's here is the one that's closest, and that's the one that we want to go to. So we're gonna keep going. Oh yeah. How do you navigate? Let's talk about that real quick. The game you can use either arrow keys or it can use the WASD keys. Okay? Which still acts like the inverted arrow keys in the game. So right now I'm using the arrow keys. Some say you can use your trackball, which is great, or mouse. That's fine. But I'm not really into the trackball and the mouse thing, because for me it's easier to just run into poles or trees and things like that. So gotta find the entry inside. Alright, here we go. This way up. So I already know that this guy, he is inside. So I want to go inside. Now, you might say, well, wait a minute. I see all these other guys, but I don't see him. So where is he? Well, you might be surprised to know. He's upstairs. And there's no ramp. I mean, there's no railing. So you can fall off and die really easy. So, but here he is. Here's the guy with the question mark. The question mark means, is asking is in its own ways. If it's gold, it means that you've completed that quest. And then you can go ahead and turn it. So I just click with my left button on my trackball.
Our enemies will fall.
And then I just go ahead. In this case, I can tap my key and I can hit complete quest because I did both. And that leveled up. Okay, now required items. I've got all those guys, so I can continue. Complete quest.
We will have justice.
Now, notice he doesn't have any question mark or exclamation point because he doesn't have any more quests for me. So theoretically, I'm done. I can theoretically go out looking for more quests, and that's what I'm going to do. So now the next thing we're going to do is talk about how to get down here and not die. Now, I mean, this is crazy because in this game, in real life, I have terrible depth perception in real life. My character is legally blind. She's not any better than me. So if she's going down this thing, and she is like absolutely no way that she knows she's gonna live. Okay, it's just a fact. So, so now she's got. Okay, now wait, let me explain something before I forget. If you need to get mail and you hover near what you think is important, you see in this case you have an envelope. The envelope means that's a mailbox. So if I tap it, my thing, if I had any mail, it would show up. I have no mail. If I want to send mail, I can send a message to somebody on the server. I can enter in the name of the person and the message text. Now, if you're on an Alliance, you can send a message to an Alliance person on your server, or maybe cross server. If you're Horde, which my blood elf is Horde, she can only send messages to other Horde on this server or other servers. So, right now I have no reason to send anything. So, I see we have somebody watching. How you doing? I am playing my mage on the RPG server called Finistra, and so that's what I'm playing right now. I'm kind of giving people kind of a starting point of where to start in the game if they're starting out. So now before I go out there and do more quests, and I will be doing some more, I wanted to show you something. If you want to zoom in and you get your scroll wheel and your mouse, you can look up things close up. Now I'm looking at it from Valenia's eyes. So, I wanted to show you the cub. I know it looks like a mean little ferocious thing, but this guy is really kind of cute. It kind of reminds me of Rusty, my cat, and I think he's kind of cute, and I don't really like killing little lynx cubs. They're just cute to me. Okay, they're just cute. I mean, they're cute as puke. I mean, they're like my favorite characters. All right, so now I want to show you. I want to make sure I find a key. If you want to take a snapshot of a scene, let me go to, I'm going to find out which key it is for that. Because you can take pictures of your characters and stuff too. So you want to go to key bindings. And if you can change these keys, for example, miscellaneous buttons, vehicle controls. So let's go to miscellaneous. You can do a dismount, stop attacking, toggle music, toggle sound, toggle volume, toggle down to interface. Toggle screenshot is F13. Now that's this is a PC keyboard, so unfortunately F13 is not exactly easy to find, but I'll tell you what it is. It is the print screen key. Duh. Okay. So, alright, so let me go back to the game. So now let's say, because I have added some additional macro system. I want to take pictures of me. Okay, why? Maybe I just want to go ahead and, alright, that's cute, right there. So, because I wanted to, maybe not that much. Yeah, just press the print screen button. Okay, so now I got a screenshot of my character. Why would I want to do that? Well, because one of the things that is, yeah, fine. Okay, so you keep pulling up something else. Yeah, it's F9, okay. Alright, okay, I know. You're kind of tired of me looking at you. Alright, fine. Alright, so, yeah, look over there. Perfect. Alright, now, can you turn it a little more this way? Yeah, thank you. Alright, so now I got some screenshots. I'll show you how to access those in a minute. On the Mac, I've actually set up folders to do that. So, to do that, to access my folders, I will go to, very simple, I'm going to minimize the screen because I can show it to you better. Yeah, I better watch out for the enemies that want to kill me. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. So let me show you how to do that. Alright, if you're in a safe place, I'm kind of safe, but if I want to exit the game, I am gonna log out of the game for now. Okay, right now I don't see anybody because I'm in a starting zone right now anyway. I'm not likely to die that quick. So because I want to exit now. Okay, now I want to show you something else. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I gotta show my desktop. So let me get back to my desktop on this thing here. So let me go get to my screen capture software here. And I'm gonna select, do I have a desktop screen? Google Meets, Universe. I don't. Yes, I do. I do. I'm just gonna find it. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna modify the No, wait. I'm just gonna create one. I'll make it easy. I'll create one. I'm gonna create a new button here using the software I'm using. Okay. I'll keep this simple, guys. All right. So I'm gonna edit the screen, and I'm gonna add, because I want to show you something here on the desktop. I'm gonna hit Add Desktop Plus. So I'm gonna hit Add, and theoretically that's it. But it's getting busy, but that's okay. So I'll just show you real quick my desktop here. Let's see. So this is my desktop. As insane as it looks. So you don't really need to see this part of the screen. So let me just hide this for now. So remember those snapshots I took? Well, there's two screens for it. So this is the one that we're going to go to. Okay, I have a shortcut. That's 2019. That's old ones. Okay. I think it's in this one over here. Huh. Wow. You took a screenshot and you can't even find it. I know, I gotta find it. Alright, so let me see if I can find it in a way. So I took a screenshot, so I'm gonna go to World of Warcraft. On the Mac, go to Finder. Okay, and you're gonna go to screenshots, because that's where all your pictures would be. And here you are. So, the one I just took today, on the Mac, I can do this. I can press the switch over to the thumbnail tool, and this will show me the thumbnails very quickly of the latest ones on the top. So I can just go ahead and I can spacebar, and they can see me there. And maybe I might want to change that. You can edit that using preview and other tools. Yep. That's Michele from the past. Love this environment. It's cute in the game. Yep. That's Michele from the other screen. Which we can show you how to do that in a second here. Another Michele shot. She don't look too happy. Alright, so now these other windows. Okay, there's a question I want to know. Where did these two windows go to? Well, let's check them out. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to highlight the windows. So I'm going to find out where they are, where they're linked to. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to click, it says, find get info. Share, burn 5, compress 5. Send it Keka. I could just hit Command I and see if that works too. Nope. Okay. Command I for info. And it says this is located in High CRU's Dalene desktop. So means that these folders are something completely different than what I expected. So what I can do is two things. I can either edit them out. Well, I'm using it from a Mac, guys. If this is a Windows computer, I got a feeling you're going to have a different situation than on a PC. Okay, so, well, actually, I do have something in here. So let's see, what is this in here? Screenshot. Oh, yeah. Me, Vanya banging her head against the wall. Oh, does that bring back memories? And of course, screenshots running well. So let's see what we got here. And this one is, again, Michele from the past. Okay. Really cool. Okay, really cool the way that works. So, okay, so now let's go ahead and restart the software again, because I want to show you, this obviously, so that you can take pictures from the main screen. So that's what I'm going to do. For alright. And by the way, even if you want to play the game for free, you can have up to 10 characters per server. So you don't have to be limited to just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Alright, so I just saved the picture of Linnea again. Oops, sorry. Press the print screen button. I think that does it. Okay. So again, on the Mac, I can go back. Show, go to options, show in Finder, and then we have the screenshots. Alright, and this is the, there we go. So what I would do is, for my thumbnail for the RPG server, I'd probably just take this picture, edit it up a bit, and then put it into the game at the point. So let's talk about the server realms, because this is the next thing you're going to run into. Is when you're in the realms, okay, so you're going to do, you can change your realms. So I'm going to do that. Alright, I got, let's wait. And hit change realm. Okay, so I'll log in again because they logged out. Okay. Okay, so we'll go back and I'll show you how you change your realms and why you would change your realms and how you would actually create characters and which the different things about the different realms. So, first of all, let's start with the servers I'm on. The one I'm on normally on is Thunderlord. Thunderlord is a normal server. It's not role-playing. You can play role-play on it, but it's not oriented for role-play. Okay? I have 4 characters on that. It's inviting new people. It says new players. Realms will give you the best play experience. Full means realms are the most crowded. And you'll often experience wait time to play. Low service means they're like dead. There's like no players on them. Medium means there's more players on them, which means it's going to be good for you if you want to get a server that's kind of in the middle, kind of the Goldilocks zone, if you will, where it's not going to be super crowded. And as I said, now we see RP means role playing. So this is where you're always in this server. You're always playing Let's Pretend. There's also other types of servers as well. There's also RP PvP. I don't know if I see it in here. I see a lot of... Yeah. Right now I don't see any RP PvP right now. But the thing is, you'll notice that... Yeah, there is the PvP ones. That means that those games, if you're in RPVP, it says here, special rules of realm, role-playing realm. The PvP ones, it basically means that, full. Let's talk about what full means. Full means like it means. Full means this server is packed. There's no room for anybody extra. And if you go on here, you're probably not going to get much luck. Unfortunately, you don't see anything about the European servers at this point, because unfortunately it doesn't list them. Oceanic, I don't know what they are, but you can see there's medium high capacity ones. There is actually more than one server but they don't have any PvP ones on here. So what about Latin America? Same thing, normal play and full. Brazil, maybe need to know Portuguese if you go there. Tournament is something I can't do. Tournament service says, for more information regarding the World of Warcraft Arena tournaments, please visit. This is currently not allowed to participate in the tournaments realm. So, you can't do that, tournaments realm. So, that's not going to happen. So, okay. But we'll go back to the other main characters now, which is Thunderlord. So, let's go there. And hit OK. That's how you do. Just select it just like that to go into different realms. So now you got Michele here. So let's take a quick look at the questions here. It says, just popping watch for a few. What character are you playing tonight? That's really cool. You're able to send messages in this game. Very cool. Thank you. They are cute. I like they added little animals in the game. Yeah, but those little cubs are not normally friendly. But I really do wish... They do have little house cats in the game. You can do those with screenshots, yeah. Are those personal servers or are they public? These are the ones that Blizzard runs. So these are Blizzard's own servers. They're not private servers. So let me go back into Michele. Now she's much more advanced, and so I'm going to show you the difference in what she can do and what she can't do. Because I want to talk about something about more advanced characters could run into than the other characters. Now the server realm I just joined is not strictly a PvP realm, which means that you don't have to play pretend as much. It doesn't mean you can't. Again, I still use the same software here, and I still pretty much stay within character. If you look at my taskbar, you will notice, because my player is so far up in the game, she can access additional things. For example, I think she has pets. She does, but it's not on the server bar. Oh, okay, so we'll add them. Yeah, she has personal bets. I'm going to show you how to access those. If I go to Shift Command P, she has... I'm going to go to Pet Journal. And she has Some of these are good to me, but I want to show you my house cat first of all. So I have these are cats I bought. Okay, so this is one. I'm gonna put my Siam right here, my Siamese cat. These are for pet battles, but you know they're house cats. They're house cats. All right, these are everything house cats. So I'm gonna do is I want to show you this, but you only pull up one at a time. So let's pull up Siam first, and now that's my cat over here. So let's scroll once you can see the little Siamese cat. Okay, and and then there's a little gear that says no profile. I can create a profile for my cat. I don't know if that's a boy or girl cat. I haven't decided yet if it's going to be a boy or girl cat. But I can't do is I cannot pull the other cat up at the same time. Why? Because you only have one cat at a time. So this is Alyssa. This is the girl cat. Same thing. Well, what do you expect? She's an alley cat. Alright, so this looks pretty close to the real Alyssa when I had her before she got lost. She would have passed away by now. She has a feisty little thing. Okay, so let's see if we can try to show you a close-up of Alyssa. I want to show you a close-up with me and Alyssa. Unfortunately, I can't pick her up, though. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. So this is Alyssa right here. But yes, I can create a little profile and everything. And if I'm done playing with my kitties, I can just press their toggle button, and then the cats will magically go back into wherever they go. I have a mount or a transportation source as well. I have which is a wolf. I'm going to show you that in a second. So let me switch the screen back to normal. I'm always famously running into the walls. Alright. So you can go into the game. Alright, so now I'm outside. So let's say, for example, I want to ride my wolf, which is my mount. I just click on the mount, and there's my mount. And the other game for the Alliance, Bashara has a horse. I don't know if I could ride a mountain to the bank. Can I? Never tried. Yeah. Nope. So right now I'm in the bank right now. Oh, actually, you're in the storefront. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so you can have you can have mounts and things like that, with a caveat: you can't fight on horse or on wolfback. You can't fight on wolfback. So you want to get into confrontation with somebody. Immediately, that's going to happen. The minute you start striking a war zone post, that you're going to be back on your feet attacking them. Also, let's talk about the next thing real quick. Just like the real world, we have an eBay. So the eBay, or the auction house in this case, is where you can do things like buy stuff, sell things. Like I got some things out right now in auctions I'm selling. These are the things I'm selling, just like eBay, or there's a buy it now section. There is a, what happens is, unlike eBay, you don't have to worry about shipping and packing anything. Rather, the auction house takes care of all of that. All you gotta do is present the items to the auction house, and then they will go ahead and sell them for you. What doesn't sell gets back to you by mail, which I might as well show you where I am. Where is the mailbox? So, the funny thing that I found out is where I am in the game is the mailbox is not that easy to find because it doesn't look like a mailbox. But it's right here. This is the mailbox. Okay, then we can zoom in and show you this better. This is like ridiculously hard to see. Alright. There's the mailbox. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Okay, right here. This is the mailbox. You can tell because of two reasons. One, it's got a picture of an envelope on it. And number two is when you move your cursor to it, it will let you send messages. Obviously, I'm too far away to send anything or receive anything. So my character would have to get closer to the mailbox. When I do, you'll see that the thing in the center turns red. Now I can click on it, and I see I have things that mail for me. Auction successful. Oh, nice. Okay, so I got stuff in the auction house. So things that sold right here says like how much I got. Auction house. I sold the cloth. I sold this. I sold that. Now, so now before I open that, let me see how much money I actually got. I got 24 gold. So let's click on open all. I made 43 gold. Okay, so I made 43 gold in today's auctions. That's another way you can make money. You don't have to go out there and go killing and hunting unless you want to. You can make money questing, picking up things. They might still have to be able to watch out for attacks by enemies, but basically what you do in that case is you are now basically buying and selling products in the game. So it's really a great way to go. So now let's take a look at the comments and see what's going on here. Haha. That's cool. You can do this with screenshots. Are those personal servers or the public to public? Interesting. What's Blizzard? Blizzard is the name of the company that makes the game. Okay, it's just part of, which is now a division of Activision. Okay, so it's a publishing company that makes the game. I think I remember Skynet. He had a buddy one night. I see what I was watching. Yes, he did. I really like that they added animals in this game. That's really cool. Very cool. And here's the cool thing. You can play up to level 20 for free. So you don't even have to buy any software. And if you liked what you're playing in the retail version of World of Warcraft, you can play. It's like 15 hours a month. And the 15 hours a month also includes a classic World of Warcraft. This is the retail version, which is more advanced than classic. Okay, but let me show you the difference. So first of all, let's go ahead and get out of here because I'm in a safe spot. So let me just click out of here, and then I'll show you what the difference is between classic and retail. So I'm going to exit game. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the other one, which is World of Warcraft Classic. This is the original game from 2004 that was reintroduced, and it's only available on subscription. There's no free anything on this branch. Now, my character in this game are all alliances. And the reason is they're all alliance is, honestly, I don't like the Horde very much. Except for the Blood Elves. This is Vanya. Vanya is my warrior. She's kind of a tough one. Kedigaris is my mage, which is similar to what Dalene is on the retail version. And of course, Michele Marie is me. I ran out of names. So, which is my priest. Alright, so let's go deal with the most popular one, which, well, Kedigaris is the most popular. But let's go in as Michele Marie first of all. Okay, so for just like watching, right. Well, I'm just kind of giving everybody kind of a heads up of the game because so many people have never really understood what we were doing in the game. Alright, so now where is my character? Well, she's in an old, dumpy lodging, bed and breakfast that's it's a dump in a small town called Moonshire. It's just a dumpy, frumpy place. It's really badly beat up. It's like the Baghdad Cafe with Whoopi Goldberg. It's just not a really nice place. Every time I think of that movie, I think of that song with Javetta Steele from the original Baghdad Cafe movie. When the woman singing, I'm calling you, you know.
Light be with you.
So let's see. No mail from me, okay. So
The Alliance.
that's something else with the mailbox, but okay. So okay, so this is the oops sorry. This is the Alliance mailbox. And no, it doesn't look much like the United States Postal Service, but okay, again, no mail. Okay, so now so what's the similarity with this? Well, let's see. She's got quests she can do. She has Stormwind City. She has the People's Militia. She's got to kill Defias Trappers. And they're going to be tough for her to do. She's just a priest. Alright, so let's talk about this here. What about the taskbar? The taskbar, which is these keys here, you can do things. So like, there actually is ways in the retail world you can actually put stuff up here, separate from this, but this is not one of them. So what I have is I set my taskbar up really simple. Like the first 4 or 5 keys are my attack keys, okay? And then 6, 7, 8, 9 are my regeneration keys. So what we're gonna do is we're going to just take on some simple mobs so I can show you how to fight a little bit. And I do want to go home back to Goldshire because that's really where I have fun. What about where the auction house is in Stormwind? Oh yes. I think I have some mobs over here. Yeah, here's one that's not exactly easy. The Dead Acre. Now if you want to click on something and find out if it's worth killing, just tap it with the tap key. And you'll see that this boar is a level 16. I'm a level 12. So what it means is there's a good chance that boar is going to kill me. I might really seriously still want to kill it if I really think it's worth it. And if you already have, you can do so. Okay, you can tab it and kill it. But you're going to remember is, unlike Modern WoW has unlimited mana supply, Classic WoW isn't so unlimited. So you can run out of mana at the wrong time, and you could end up dead. So, but let me just show you how to do it. I might die in the process, but the hell with it. So all I'm going to do is, already got it selected. So I'm going to turn on, the first thing is my staff. So I press the 1 key. That's a toggle. That means that at this point, as long as that's flashing, that means that weapon's constantly working. Smite is my weapon of choice. So what I'm going to do, unfortunately my boar ran away. I have to find another boar. Alright, so unmark my boar. So let's see if we can, oh here he is. Alright, so I'm going to turn that on. He turns red. He's now offended. He's actually, some of these characters that gain the boars and things, so once they turn red, they're going to kill you. So you just go ahead, I'm going to fire up my weapons. I'm going to fire up the first one. Now, usually, like you can see, he's kind of coming at me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the keys, and I'm going to go ahead and keep just sequencing.
That's still recharging. I can't press that.
Now, she's running out of mana fast, so she doesn't have a choice. She's going to have to use that staff and pound the hell out of it, because she's running low on mana. So she can't... Now this is, remember, she's already she's not high level like this guy. So she's going to want to, well, she's probably going to end up dead. Yeah, she's going to die. That's okay. So what you're going to do is, now, if you're with a team of players, you can go ahead and one of them that's a priest can resurrect you. Now, of course, if you're a priest and you die, you can't resurrect yourself. Okay, that doesn't work that way. So you're gonna go ahead. You're gonna deal with the graveyard. Now you can deal with this creature here if you want to make a deal to get out of harm's way, which is called a spirit healer. Now, usually I don't, because it's the spirit healer usually charges penalty. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna get closer. My ghost has to get closer, just like in the other game, and like in the circle here. You can see I'm not quite in there. Now I'm in the circle. So now you can see it turns yellow. So now I can go ahead. It says here, if I turn me to life, it says here, if you find your corpse, you can resurrect for no penalty. If I resurrect you, all of your items will take 25% durability damage, equipment, and inventory. And you'll be afflicted with 2 minutes of resurrection 6 days. Fuck that. No, I'm not dealing with that. Alright, so I'm going to go find my corpse. Again, here's how you do that. If you look at the map, over here, you see this. Over here it says corpse. You can see it's brown. So that gives me a clue where I'm going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and now, unfortunately, the laws of physics in the game for corpses, no, you can't walk through things. So you still got to kind of do the same thing and going up hills and things like that. So I gotta go this way. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep going down here. You can see me going around here, skidding around. You can see my little gravestone. Okay, so there's my gravestone. So right now I'm pretty much in a safe place. I'm going to click on this here. It says resurrect now. Okay, so now, remember, look at this. My life force is only about halfway up. If I really don't think I'm going to make it, if I really think I'm going to be in danger, I may want to go ahead and heal myself. One of the things that does that is food. So let's just eat some cheese, or damn, I had cheese in real life today too, which kind of sucks. So anyway, all right, so so now I got this. So now I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go back to my home turf. Now there's a couple ways to do that. I can either take the slow way home, which is to walk, which just doesn't bother me. Actually, I like walking home anyway. But if I'm in a real hurry, I can use my hearthstone to go back to wherever I stood at last. So if I wanted to go, it says here to go to Goldshire, you can use your hearthstone. But after you do, it takes a little time for it to regenerate. So, but it's kind of convenient if you're in a real bind and you want to get home fast, okay? But I'm going to just walk it because why not? So we're going to go to, we can look on the map, the big map. So I press M for map, and you'll see this game shows me something very important. This here shows me all the different quest objects, and it shows me anything I'm looking for. It shows me where I am. So I already know the Elven Forest. Wow. That's not going to be nice. L1 Forest is dark. Oh, it's not as dark as this. This game kind of highlights anything that's evil infused. It's got this dark circle or dark marks. But that's just the way this plugin works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to go up this way. So I'm just going to walk home, and while I'm walking home, I'll just talk to you guys at the same time. So anyway, I've been playing World of Warcraft since October, and I remember the total excitement of the trip of the game of when I played it first time. It was for me, it was just special. Okay? And I just enjoyed the peaceful aspect of it. When, you know, you don't have to go out there and kill anything. I mean, you do sometimes, because obviously if something attacks you, you're going to have to kill things. But you do want to do the quests, because the quests are what's going to make you level up faster. Okay? And so, by the way, yes, to our signposts, I should explain. I'm going to be coming up to one. I'll show you what I'm talking about. All signposts look different, so they're not the same. But so we're going to just have to keep it simple. Okay. Oh, yes, by the way, the characters that are green are usually things like this guy, Protector. He's probably a city guard. Okay. Or in this case, more like a county sheriff or protector. Now here we're coming up to a fork in the road. I can tell it's a fork in the road because even though it's kind of hard to see in the game, because it's actually, well, on this game it doesn't really see it that well, because this is supposed to be representing a dirt road that has like no normal nature of the game. So yeah, alright, here we got a signpost ahead. So you'll see that one of the signpost pieces fell on the ground, which it says Jangled Mine. We're not going there. We're going to Moonbrook, is where we came from. Sentinel Hill is where we close to Moonbrook. Elwyn Forest says the arrow goes this way where we're going. So we're going to keep going over here. The return is to Elwyn Forest, which just brings us back to Goldshire. It doesn't take long to walk there. It just takes time to do it. But you just got to watch out, because you may actually run into nasty creatures that want to seriously take a piece of you. So right now, I don't see anybody, but that doesn't mean that there couldn't be. Okay, now here we have, in this game here, we have a character, or a player. This is a human player right now. So this is another player. These guys here, just like before, the exclamation point, these are things for quests that I can turn in. Except the exclamation point means that it's a quest that I can do. So if I go ahead and I click on this, and I click on it, you can see it's to get Westfall stew. So I'm not in the mood to do Westfall stew. So I'm going to go straight home. So we're going to go right through across here, across the bridge. Now, I got a lot of pre-made macros in the game, so, or not a lot of them, but I got a few. So, oh, let me show you something. If you want to pan around and look around the world from your position, you can hold down your left mouse button and just move your mouse, or in my case, my trackball. And if you're like me, you got a predefined macros installed. You can just shoot your way back around too. So that's what I have. Makes it easier for me to get things done. Somebody actually killed a cat, it sounds like. Yeah, it's a, like I said, it's a fun game. It's peaceful at night. If it was just me playing without anyone else watching, because of copyrights and all that shit, I could play some music, my own music in my drawers. I could even play the game music, which isn't really that major exciting, but there's music that comes with the game. sorry, modern world of the human alliance territory is the war zone in BFA. I mean, we're talking bad. You got motorized vehicles. You got gold Charon looks like something from Deep Space Nine. It's just bad. Whereas with this game here, everything is quiet in the older version from 2004. It's not as noisy. It's enjoyable. It's like how you doing out on the wire? I'm just kind of doing a little bit of a monologue tonight because talking about the game, a little bit about how we do things in the game, why we do what game we do. Kind of musing on it. Now I found out we can also play another game for free to play called Elder Scrolls Online. Elder Scrolls Online is for the Mac, but I really okay, now we're in Gold Chart. That didn't take long, did it? Now, first thing is she's a level 12 priestess. So she, if hasn't already got it, she does, but I would say if she didn't, she can get training. But right now I want to sell all the stuff I got on me because I got a lot of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead, just like in the other game, I'm going to go ahead and pull up this, like this is a seller. In the blacksmith shop is one of the places. So we have a handful of votes, sellers for old Blancy the horse. Scroll protection, linen cloth, feather, freshly baked bread, mixers, elixirs, dwarven honey mead, that's an alcoholic beverage, billy club. All right, now let's talk about this. If you got weapons, and you can see here that it's a mace and it isn't white. This means that I can use this. So, but the question is how does it compare to what I've got? So I press this key, Priest Mace of the Wrath. That's 9 to 13 damage. That's 6 to 11 damage. So the one I got is better and newer. So I'm going to get rid of the one that's in the backpack because I don't need it. So I just click on it. That's gone. Handful of votes. I can't sell. Scroll protection use increases the target's armor. That would be me in this case. I should keep that around. Scrollless spirit. Should keep that around too. Gold pickup. Alright, this is for a quest item. I can't sell that. I gotta finish that quest. So that's a quest I gotta finish. Dwarven honeymead. Healing spells. Package for Stormpike. Ugh. I gotta deal with this guy, Stormpike. I gotta go to Stormwind to get him. His package. I take the tram to the airport. I'll have to do that tomorrow. Because it's already 11 o'clock. So, I got a lot of other players to check out too. So, and I have equipment. Let's see. Light shot. Usable items. Trade. Quest items. Those are 3 items there to request. Miscellaneous. Alright, so I already now have my 33 gold, so I can't do much with it.
Light bless you.
Alright, so now let's go to the inn. Unlike some games, characters do not have player housing. So there is no option to go anywhere. But you can, in regular inn, you can do This is my home, man, so I like to stay here. There is bedrooms upstairs. And you can, somebody said there's a basement, too. There is a basement. Yeah. You know what? I've never been in the basement. How do I get to the basement? Huh. I don't know. I've never been down there. Well, let's take a look. How do you get to the basement? How would you get to the basement in real life? Not that way. The big fireplace. I didn't even know they had a basement in this game. Until I saw that another player discovered the basement. I was like, how did you get down there? Because I can't sneak here. Because oh, what the hell with it? Let me just go upstairs. The only thing is, with the game, is there is no easy shortcut. Now, there we have, this is the priestess trainer. This is the one that, unlike the retail one, you don't have to go to your trainer. If you do,
You need something?
if you want to learn something. So in this case, that's what she can do. These are things that she can learn. So these are skills that she has the advantage to. So first of all, the first one is inner fire. So I'm going to click train on that one. Power word fortitude, that's rank 2. I'm train on that one. And power word shield, rank 2. So now she has got 3 new talents. Now,
Safe travels.
alright, so now she can go to her phrase book, as I call it. Okay, you can see we have additional levels. Now she's, unlike the other characters, she's a disciplined priest. Disciplined priests are priests that have multiple trainings and multiple skills. Power word shield rank 2. So we might want to take this power word shield, remove this one. And you want to pull rank 2 in, because I like to keep my keys all in the same place. Okay? And we have power word fortitude rank 2. So I'm going to take the same thing out. And I'm going to put power rank 2 fortitude in there. Unfortunately, I don't see any upgrade for resurrect, so I want to go back and look and see if there's anything for resurrect. Now, okay, now we got general spells too. General spells includes things like shoot wands. That hasn't changed. It hasn't upgraded. Perception dramatically increases. Stealth detection for 20 seconds. Okay, so we're good. First aid skill. Diplomacy. Passive skills don't need to be put on your taskbar. The human spirit is passive. Sword specialization. Shoot. Okay. Dodge is passive. So these are passive talents that you don't need to get training for. So the disciplined priest, which she has an advantage. She can do, a lot of these things. Now let's see, I want to show something which I find kind of stupid. If you were to lay in the bed, I don't know why they did this, but I like to hit sleep. This is what I do, okay? Now, there goes. Now she's laid down. She's sawing trees. All right, so now we're done with this game here. So let's go back to other characters in the game. Let's see what my other characters are. Alright. Canaris is in Elwyn Forest. Vanya is in Westfall also. Okay? So, let's go back to Vanya and let's get her home. Okay? Or at least if she doesn't have any outstanding quests to do. We're going to check that real quick here. And she doesn't. So what I'm going to show you is how the Hearthstone works. Almost everybody has one. And that's this thing right here. So you're going to tap on it with your right click. So now she's activating her Hearthstone. And now she's going to beam her way out of it. So now, very quickly, it's going to take her back to wherever I set it to, which is the same place that I did for the other characters. Because this is their home inn. I let this as home inn. Now, here's the thing you're going to ask yourself. Wait a minute. Now, Vanya is, theoretically, is going to be for this in the same room as my other character. But where is she? Well, she's not here, because that basically makes the character fade away. But that doesn't mean that she can't go ahead and crash on the bed. Alright, in fact, she's going to crash on the bed anyway. So I'm going to just type the same thing. There we go. No, she's crashed on the bed. She's taking a snooze. So, well, we can see... That's her right there. So she's not exactly laying down, but, yeah. So you can do the same thing. Now she's down for the count. Cute. I love that. Yeah, I know. Okay, so... Alright, so the reason why I can quit instantly is because she's in a safe part of the game. And it makes it allows her to just get out really quick. So, that's the cool thing about the game. So, I mean, it makes it easy to play. It's fun. I actually have fun doing the game because I can enjoy doing the thing. Let's turn the camera so I can see me here. The monitor webcam. Oh my god. Okay. Format studio monitor webcam. Alright, so that's how you do the game. That's basically it. It's Skynet's good at it. Paul is learning it. I've been learning to show people some of the basics of the game as well. Yeah, somebody said you gotta wash your hair tomorrow. I do gotta take a wash my hair tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. But basically, yeah, well, right now I'm gonna go ahead and just get ready to wrap it up for the night. But basically, I just wanted to show you that. And tomorrow we're gonna try to get some gameplay in. Which character, I don't know yet. I haven't figured that out, but we'll figure it out tomorrow. And so, yeah, we're going to try to get the gameplay right tomorrow. Alright, guys. Talk to you tomorrow, guys. I hope it will be helpful for you guys. Anybody who's watching this who wanted to learn a little bit about the game from a complicated way, I think you probably liked it. If you did, please do put a like in the like jar. I know it's kind of basic, but maybe you might find it kind of useful for you for everyday play. Well, at least now you know a little bit about how we do things in the game.